All right, y'all. GMOGMedia TV back with another one. All right, so this case is with Ahmaud Arbery. This case is just getting less and less confident in terms of Ahmaud Arbery getting justice. Right? As a matter of fact, and I've always said this, we live in a system of racism, white supremacy. People classified as black or African American or Negro or colored, we never get justice. We never get justice because this particular system that we live in doesn't allow us to get justice. So until we actually have our own system, until we separate from this system, we will never get justice. But this case that's it's just developing each day now has a new appointed prosecutor for Ahmaud Arbery's case. Her name is Joyette Holmes. All right, and she is a newly appointed prosecutor, right? And she was appointed by the state attorney, the Georgia state attorney, Chris Carr, who is also a Republican. Joyette is a Republican, and Chris Carr is a Republican. Now, political parties doesn't really matter because I'm personally not assigned to any political party. I'm independent, and I've always said that black society needs our own political party. I've been saying this since day one. But the ideology of the Republican Party as of today is something you think, right? Both political parties, Democrats or Republicans. Democrats, I'm going to tell you the difference between Democrats and Republicans, especially for black society. Democrats will tell you a lie in front of your face and stab you in the back, right? Republicans will be honest to your face, tell you straight up what your problem is, and do it to you while saying it. That's the difference. So they're both parties are both trash, but one lies, stabs you in the back. One tells you the truth, how they feel, straight up, and does it right in front of you. Pick your poison, right? But like I said, Chris Carr was the guy who appointed Joyette Holmes to be the prosecutor for the Ahmaud Arbery case and trying to prosecute these two white supremacists who are locked up right now. We'll see how long they'll be locked up for the execution, the public lynching of Ahmaud Arbery. So, again, like I said, this is already set up for failure, right? You have Ahmaud Arbery, who is on camera going to a house under construction, a vacant house under construction, goes on the property, reportedly doesn't steal anything. White supremacists and the white supremacist media are eating that up, already slanting and making sure they're demonizing Ahmaud Arbery, on top of the fact that he has a past criminal record. Bringing a gun onto campus, 5 years probation. They're going to use all of that against him. Like I said in my previous videos, they're demonizing Ahmaud Arbery. And they're going to make this a justifiable homicide by saying that because Ahmaud attacked the two white supremacists, right, punched them, they had to shoot. They were in fear of their life. They were in danger. They had to shoot. It was justifiable. There were break-ins in the area. He fitted the so-called description. All of that is going to be used against Ahmaud Arbery. Then you have this token Republican prosecutor, right? Joyette Holmes, who's going to be trying to make sure that those two white supremacists who executed Ahmaud Arbery get the lightest sentence, get the lightest punishment on the planet. So don't be surprised you'll see another Amber Geiger situation, like I said before, where the judges, the attorneys, the prosecutors all coddle the murder suspects, all protect the murder suspects, all looking for acceptance, right? Don't be surprised if you see that hugging and kissing in court and praying for forgiveness and all this stuff. You know, what Christianity taught black society to be docile and submissive. Don't be surprised by that, because they're already doing the marching and praying. They're already doing that, right? Then you have Chris Carr, who assigned Joyette Holmes to the case, right? Oh, we're gonna get somebody black just to soften the blow, You know, it's called a that's a pretty old white supremacist tactic where they'll appoint somebody black in the case to make it seem like they're on our side when in fact they're being controlled and manipulated, right, by the powers that be. And that's what you have it there. That's exactly what Joyette Holmes is. She's just a mere puppet who's being controlled by the powers that be. And they're going to make sure that, again, the two white supremacists get off as easy as possible, who murdered Ahmaud Arbery in broad daylight. They're going to make sure that happens. So don't be surprised by that, family. And again, we live in a system of racism and white supremacy. We don't get justice. We never have. We never will. We don't get justice. We're considered 3/5 of a person, and that's what they think of us. That's what they think of us ever since the inception of the Constitution and the inception of the transatlantic slave trade. That's it. That's it. So, yeah, I think this case is over before it started. It's not looking good at all. And the pattern is always this: unarmed black woman, child, right? Man, murdered, executed by a race soldier or a white supremacist. The punishment is a slap on the wrist or none at all, right? Then we march, we pray, we ask for justice, and we riot sometimes. We get mad, and we make many hashtags and GoFundMes and stuff like that, and then the next thing happens all over again. So this is a pattern that we've always seen for decades, and it's going to continue to happen because this is the system that we live in: racism, white supremacy. Just like Neely Fuller says, if you don't know and understand how racism, white supremacy works, everything else would only confuse you. Bottom line. So it is what it is, family. Those are my thoughts on that. Leave your comments down below about this case. How do you feel about this case with the newly appointed prosecutor Joyette Holmes leading the charge, trying to prosecute the murder suspects? Let me know what you know, and let me know in the comment section down below, family. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at GMOGFitness. You already know what it is. Signing out. Peace.